Welcome back to Radionomicon. This is episode 5. CB period is over. So are you ready to rumble? Alright, that was MAJUSIAH with their track entitled Fire My Desire from the album Bearer of the Dark Seal. Next up, without haste, is Necro Views. And today we have Mr. Mikhail Bloodcurse of ILEMAUZAR and Vanbox Production. Hails bro, welcome to the show. Do tell us more about ILEMAUZAR and Vanbox Productions and your future plans for both the band and your events company.
Hi, good evening, Radionomicon. Thank you to Arif from Intvw to invite me to this session. My name is Mikhail. Some know me as Mike, some know me as my stage name, Bloodcurse. Yeah, I'm from ILEMAUZAR. And also I'm the co-founder of Vanbox Production. Yeah. It's a nice evening today, so nice to give you guys some info what's happening with Vanbox Production and ILEMAUZAR itself. So, for Vanbox Production, currently we can't do any tours and we can't do any shows, due to the virus. So, we actually have plans to do something recently, just right before the circuit breaker, we were doing a huge project, and we will unveil it once the circuit breaker is over. As for tours, we were supposed to do a Grimoires tour again this year to promote their new album, The Ones from Hell, which is I would say a very kick-ass album from these French death metal guys. And as for, we also have plans to do Metal United Worldwide this year, but unfortunately, we would think that this year probably will not be happening due to what's happening in the world now. This year's Metal United Worldwide is going to be a 100% Singapore local lineup. So we are actually still trying and see whether it will go through. And hopefully the government will let us know when we can actually resume back and do shows, which probably doesn't, we don't have, anyway, the shows will not have so many people like, those big AAA lister bands that, comes in and play in a stadium or the indoor stadium itself. So we are actually looking at a crowd, that is rather small and easy to control. As you know, how Singapore local shows is like, we are actually looking like about the same like what we did on the 2018 Metal United Worldwide. But let's see how it goes. At the moment, the Metal United Worldwide thing is not postponed yet because it's a global thing, so we are not sure how it's going to work. If the world has lifted the ban on shows, then probably they will carry on with this year's Metal United Worldwide, and Singapore might drop out for this year. We are not sure yet. Once we have more info, you can check out on the Bandbox page itself. We also plan for tours for 2021. We have already talked to a few promoters in Asia, and for one of the bands that is on our roster itself. So we are hoping that the tour will go on for 2021. Right now, our roster actually is pretty okay. We have the touring roster. We have bands like Grimoires from France. We have Assault from Singapore, Dark Mirror of Tragedy from Korea. Then we have ILEMAUZAR as well, my own band that is also on the Bandbox roster. Then we also have Down for Life from Indonesia, who is going to release something new very soon. Yeah, so we also hope, that more bands will, work with us later on in the year, probably from Asia, even from Europe, wherever you are from. Yeah, that because we enjoy doing tours, for bands who has been working really hard on their own site, Yeah. So that's about it for Bandbox. So as for ILEMAUZAR, we are actually looking at getting our new album sorted out soon. Get it recorded and send it for pressing, send it to the label for pressing. So we will be releasing the second album with 8 full tracks. And it's probably a lot different from the first album. Because the songwriting part this time around is not solely done by me. The ideas are not actually fully from me. So there were some of the songs were actually written by Calvin. Some of you know him as Intvw from the band Persona itself. And we actually already finalized the songs, and we already have more or less have a title for this album, but we are still waiting for the right time to get it unveiled. to all you guys. So just check back to our Facebook often, and we will try to give as much update as possible. And we are actually looking forward to go back on the road to tour once the new album is out. Hopefully in 2021 as well, maybe with a few bands we would also like to bring along with us. Of course, IMFs as well. We would like them to join us for tours and see how things will work out for later on of the year. Yep. So that's about it on what's happening with Vanbox and ILEMAUZAR itself. And I hope everyone is safe at home and try not to go out too often because the virus is lingering everywhere. And have a great holiday for my non-Muslim friends, and to all my Muslim friends, Selamat Hari Raya Idul Fitri.
Okay, bro, thank you so much for your time. And I wish you all the best in your upcoming shows. Let's listen to this track from ILEMAUZAR entitled Doctrine 68 from their album The Ascension.
This is Mikhail Blackers, and you're listening to Radionomicon.
Radionomicon, heavy music to raise the dead.
Okay, now it's time to spin the Book of the Dead and see who will be summoned. Who the heck are these guys? Super freaking evil. Yes, it's none other than Unholy RITES. A new promising band. Check out their merciless, unforgiving demo single, still in its rawest form. This one's called Teitan. Teitan! Okay, yes, for today, an episode 5 special, we will have another moment in Necro Views as we invite Sahe of the occultic Sihe and also formerly of Gematria. Sahe, I summon you now. Stand before me. Welcome to the show, bro. Okay, do briefly tell listeners out there your brief history with Gematria and also everything about Sihe's upcoming projects.
Okay, let's start with my journey with Gematria. We formed in 1997, influenced by mainly Western bands like Cradle of Filth and Moonspell, which till now still my inspiration and idol. At that time I wanted to conceptualize vampiric ideologies both musically and lyrically. My songs are mostly based on horror and vampire novels. We managed to record an EP called Memoirs, released by Music Box from Malaysia. We contributed a song for Storm of Nebula Part 2 compilation, and the chapter ends with our mini EP Cultus Gothica with Dark Arts as our label. Due to personal matters and commitments, Gematria is disbanded, and I continue my journey with a different ideology, with deeper interest in real life issues, inspired by mostly local legends like Asaha and Langsuyang. I delve in the Eastern mythologies and magic, metaphysics and mysticism. Therefore, I form Sihir, the combination of my two idols. And the strength comes also with my partnership with Iblis, the legendary figure in the underground scene, which ever had played with Asaha, Impiety, Abhorror. Yeah. Together we record our EP Radionomicon, Sir Asihir, which in Arabic means the secrets of magic. And we are currently working on materials for our upcoming album. So we'll update you soon.
All right, thank you so much for appearing in the show. Now I shall send you back to where you belong. But first, let's listen to this track entitled Daayan, Grimoires of the Wise from Sihir's upcoming album.
This is Sahil Sihil, and you're listening to Radionomicon.
Radionomicon, heavy music to raise the dead.
Returning to the Book of the Dead. It's our last spin of the day, and let's see who is next. Finally, we have come to the last moments of this episode. I'd like to thank all listeners for constantly tuning in and for your support throughout the circuit breaker period. Stay safe still, and may we get back to our normal lives soon. Until then, don't give up. Don't lose focus in what you want to do. Because do what thou wilt shall be the whole of law. And now presenting Bloodstone, taken from the split purveyors of death with nuclear warfare of Thailand. This is the Dystopian Dream.